But it was amplified when she didn't join her husband at President Carter's funeral. Take a look.
As women, I think we struggle with like disappointing people.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, so much so that this year people were, you know, they couldn't even fathom that I was making a choice for myself, that they had to assume that my husband and I are divorcing. You know, this couldn't be a grown woman just making a set of decisions for herself, right?
Right.
But that's what society does to us. If it doesn't fit into the sort of stereotype of what people think we should do, then it gets labeled as something negative and horrible.
Yeah.
Well, I think addressing rumors like this head on is a great move. Do you think it'll put anything to rest, or does the rumor mill just run amok?
Former First Lady Michelle Obama has finally addressed the rumors swirling around her marriage to former President Barack Obama. The rumors, which have been circulating for months, suggested that the power couple were facing a possible split, something that has shocked and disappointed many who view their relationship as a beacon of strength and unity. On today's episode of The View, the co-host did not hold back as they weighed in on the former First Lady's comments. Joy Behar, who is never one to shy away from a hot topic, led the charge with a blunt assessment of the situation, while Sunny Hostin, who often speaks passionately on matters of love and family, offered a different, more emotional take. The conversation quickly escalated, with the panel divided on what Michelle's statement really meant and whether or not the public should be concerned. Michelle Obama, known for her grace and candor, didn't mince words when she addressed the speculation. She described the strain that public life and constant scrutiny can place on a marriage, acknowledging that she and Barack have had tough times, just like any other couple. But she was quick to shut down the more extreme rumors, calling them hurtful and unfounded. Joy Behar jumped in immediately on The View, stating, "Look, people need to stop projecting their own relationship failures onto Michelle and Barack. They've been through more than any couple we know. 8 years in the White House, endless travel, raising kids in the spotlight. If they say they're fine, I believe them." Sunny Hostin, however, took a softer approach. "It's just sad," she said. "People are so quick to assume the worst. I think what Michelle said was beautifully honest. She didn't sugarcoat anything, and maybe that's what makes people uncomfortable. The idea that even the Obamas aren't perfect." Sarah Haynes chimed in with a more analytical take, pointing out how celebrity couples often get dehumanized. "We act like we own them," she said. "We want them to be this perfect picture of love, and the minute there's a crack, everyone loses their minds. It's not fair. They're human." Alyssa Farah Griffin noted the political implications. "There's always a strategy in what gets said and when," she mused. "I wonder if this statement from Michelle is timed for something. Maybe she's gearing up for something big, a book, a campaign, who knows? These people don't just talk for no reason." As the discussion heated up, Joy and Sunny had a tense moment. When Sunny suggested that Barack may have also contributed to some of the marriage's challenges, Joy snapped back. "Let's not start blaming the guy based on nothing. This isn't TMZ, it's a marriage, not a scandal." The moment drew gasps from the audience and an awkward silence from the panel. But Sunny held her ground, saying, "I'm not blaming him. I'm saying marriage is about two people. If one is hurting, the other plays a part, even if it's just not seeing the hurt." By the end of the segment, Whoopi Goldberg, ever the voice of reason, stepped in. "You know what?" she said. "I don't think it's any of our business, but since we're talking about it, let's remember that love looks different for everyone. And if Michelle says they're okay, I'm going to take her word for it." Online, the response to Michelle's statement and The View's discussion has been explosive. Social media is filled with reactions. Some supportive, some skeptical, but nearly all deeply invested. It's a reminder of just how much the public still cares about the Obamas, even years after they left the White House. And maybe that's the biggest takeaway, that in a world of fleeting headlines and crumbling relationships, people are clinging to the idea that love, even imperfect love, can endure. Michelle and Barack may not owe us anything, but their honesty gives us a mirror, one that reflects not just who they are, but who we hope we can be.